You guys
Oh,
all wake up to the gentle tick-tocking of the grandfather clock of mist that's out in the hallway, naked in
Oh,
your beds, with the 1950s suit laying over the chair. The wardrobe has got all of your normal adventuring gear in it, you assume, as it always does. By the way, I'm getting a lot of mic feedback. Could you try setting up something in Jitsi, Freddie, and switch to that before we
It's
get
not.
going?
It's not. It's not because of that. It's because just
Are you sure?
the I'm the hun. Not even 120% sure.
Go ahead and
Not,
try your headphones for a little bit, then, Marcus. Let's see if
yeah.
that clears it up.
Now it seems to be okay, but as
Oh,
you
he's
said,
fucking
it
muted.
comes and
Yeah.
goes.
So
yeah, I muted my mic. Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad Jeff is not having this problem because Jeff cannot wear headphones. Although I'm thinking we could eventually get like little speakers mounted to his shoulders or something.
yeah, one with a devil on one side and an angel on the other, so they can always tell me what to do. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just so you know, the only reason Jeff's immune to the headphones thing is because he has inner ear issue things that Logan doesn't understand or care enough about to ask because he's a bastard.
Well, I won't give you the
Oh,
details.
wow. Oh, that is terrible.
What's going on, Marcus? Is it too loud?
Wrong impedance.
Oh,
What?
Everything sounds like. I can barely make out what you guys are saying.
try reloading maybe. Does that help? I don't know.
Yeah, refresh the Jitsi and see if it likes that.
Okay, I can't even understand a word you guys are saying.
Oh dear.
So the headphones are a no-go for me.
Yeah, the
I
headphones.
might be able to find something else, though.
Well,
you
what?
want me to do that?
Try the speakers one more time. Maybe it'll be okay.
Try the, okay, speakers, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just see if it's.
Yeah. Write this down. I will type something in the thing because you use Amazon stuff. These are like literally $7 last time I checked. And yeah, write that down, Marcus. That's what I'm using, and they just hang on your ear and like little speakers next to it. The biggest danger with these is you forget you have them in, and then you get up and try to leave, and then you discover that it's still plugged in. So they're pretty fucking amazing, and they're good at taking a lot of stress because I move around a lot. So
Yeah, but the echo seems to be fine now at least. So
maybe plugging in the headphones and unplugging them has corrected the echo. I don't know. Computers are strange, mysterious creatures.
yeah, I don't know what your setup is, so I can't really suggest anything further.
Next scene, it shows a map with a little airplane and Freddy flying to the States, getting wheeled in, looking at a setup, going, yeah, change that, and then it shows the plane flying back. Cool.
Can you hear us now? Okay, though.
Oh, yeah. Speakers are working great for me.
Okay.
Bizarre.
Well, so far so good. So, anyway.
Anyway, as I was saying, you guys are all waking up in the very, very familiar Burlington after a pretty normal breakfast. I'm assuming everybody gets dressed, gets their shit, goes downstairs, has the breakfast, and then retires to the normal sitting room in order to talk in private while they clean up the breakfast. Cool.
Everybody notice I'm pretty bruised and battered.
Yeah, he looks like he got run over by a truck repeatedly.
Do I even want to know, Mr. Wallace, or shall I just heal you up?
Healing me up would be really, really appreciative. Or I would really appreciate.
Sure.
Mildred.
Say no more. Alright,
Yeah.
let's go for 10.
A little bit of funny lore. Mildred actually got one of the air characters arrested and interrogated by the cops for domestic abuse, and then she bailed him out of jail. So it's on his record. And he didn't. He didn't. That's the funniest thing. And it was Pete, which is even funnier if you know Pete, because
Yeah,
he's the
he's the
most
nicest guy
calmest,
out
most
of all of
thoughtful
us.
dude. Yeah, least likely to ever engage in that. So
Yeah.
that makes it extra
All
funny.
right, I wave my hands around, and I also, as I'm doing that, I begin whispering.
Oh no, here come the baguettes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Ah.
actually whispered what I wanted to whisper,
All right.
but you can understand it, so I'm not even going to say
Well,
the
actually, he might. Go ahead and give me a French roll. You can try a listen. Marcus, you can try a listen roll, and if you make it, you can try your French roll as he's doing a lot of inappropriate touching and rubbing on him and whispering French into his ear. It's kind of a creepy healing. It's not like a D&D cleric who goes, "Beep, my God has said this." No, in fact, it looks like through the power of being extra creepy to him, he is healing his wounds.
You heal for 10, by the way. Do you want more?
Perfect. Yeah, that feel. Now I'm up full. Yep.
Great.
You don't know what he whispered in his ear, but he looks much better, although maybe a little confused, maybe a little curious, maybe a little embarrassed. Who knows what's. I don't know what kind of emotions are playing over his face.
Oh,
then-
that was better. Thank you.
One
Now,
is a
your hand like my crotch.
No worries. Okay, well, what
You can see the other guy. Oof.
the... All right. Yes, ASMR healing. That's how I roll. Anyway, so I was talking to another member of our pod, but it seems for whatever reason he isn't here right now. But we still have a plan to basically go and steal what is essentially a book of teleportation. It's been there for a very long time. Nobody has really tried to go and take it.
Okay.
I got that. I got that, Logan.
Yep, I got that too. Now, bear with me. What I'm about to tell you will sound a little bit weird, but you should be used to that by now. The place that this is in is called Smurfville, where everyone is a Smurf.
That came off a bit loud. Sorry. I was trying to add some dramatic gravitas. Please continue.
And the city that they're in is sort of a World War II kind of era. They seem to be at war with the quote-unquote Keebler elves. And, yes. And
The elves real well. They're from Battle Creek, which is a city next to me, at least in 2020.
and they have a human giant, that lives just outside of their city in a giant house, who is basically trying to steal the Smurf berries. And they absolutely hate him and all associated humans. So they've built all these defenses and landmines and mortars and machine guns around the house and near the house, so that if he ever shows up, they'll be ready to shoot him. Now, normally when we have been there in the past, we dress up in these really awkward bunny suits. And these bunnies are basically the real bunnies are usually there advertising some sort of restaurant, and the Smurfs kind of don't really pay too much attention to them. They're like, it's the bunnies with their restaurant again, blah, blah, blah. Leave us alone. And they don't hate them, but they don't really like them much either. But it does allow us to walk around freely. Our plan was to, rather than going to that zone the normal way, which is through a magical gate, which would then mean that we are also the same size as the Smurfs and everything else, to shadow walk there instead. And our theory is that we'll then be normal sized, like human normal, or giant sized, I guess, if we're comparing them to the Smurfs.
We're going to be giant bunnies. Gotcha. Okay.
I don't even know if we're going to be bunnies, to be honest.
Let's review this for a second. We're going to a war zone between the Smurfs and the Keebler Elves.
Yes.
We're disguised as bunnies because nobody pays attention to bunnies.
Kind of, yeah.
And we're going to shadow walk there because we want to come in as giants.
Yeah, well, first, I want to go there as bunnies to do a bit of reconnaissance, intel gathering, find out a bit more about the lay of the land. Then we'll leave, and if it seems like a reasonably good plan, we'll shadow walk there in our full get ready to go fight equipment, get into the house, grab the book, and leave. That's the general plan. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more to it, but the main objective is go in there as giants or human-sized, grab the book, and get out. That is the objective.
And so what, the book is going to be like a little tiny matchbook that we pick up? By
No,
your hand through the window?
the book and everything in the house, when you go in the normal way, is giant-sized. But if we're giant-sized,
Okay.
the book will be normal-sized for us.
And so the Smurfs hate whoever lives in the house.
Yes. So the person that lives in the house is a quote-unquote evil wizard named Gargamel.
Of course.
And as I said, he wants the Smurf berries. He has a
Do
pet
Smurfs,
cat. Yeah.
do Smurfs have anything of value besides Smurf berries?
Apparently their semen tastes really nice.
I really didn't want to know that.
Yeah, neither did I.
I
Very
don't know. I
berry.
don't know that from personal experience.
Is this an addictive substance?
Yes.
Smurf berries are addictive.
But
Oh,
I
I thought he
don't
was
know if
talking
they're
about the
addictive.
semen.
Well, I think the semen is addictive. Don't know about the berries. I've never had it.
It doesn't really sound like there's a lot to pull out of this zone besides the book.
As I said, that's why I want to go there, do a little bit of intel gathering as the bunny is, then
Got it.
leave and come back and see what we can do. Now, the gate that leads to the zone is in a kind of a shipping container that is in the middle of this really, really cold, almost Arctic wasteland. Now I can shadow walk us fairly close to there, and we'll just have to go there on foot for the rest of it. It's not going to be too far away from where we'll end up. And the bunny suits are inside of the shipping container, so we can put them on immediately.
So we're going to trump into a shipping container in an Arctic wasteland.
We're going to shadow walk near the container in an Arctic wasteland, make the rest of the way on foot, which should be fine. I've done it before. And then we'll put on the bunny suits. And then through there is the Smurfville. So
Through
yeah.
there is a little unclear to me.
So in the shipping container, there's the entrance to the shipping container. Inside are the bunny suits. And on the other side of the shipping container, through that door,
Okay.
is
Okay.
the gate. And then you go through and you're in Smurfville.
Got it.
So we're gonna need to basically get a little bit of supplies, food and water just to live for the next 2 days so that we can do the shadow walk to the Arctic wasteland, get some relatively warm clothing, just in case we freeze or something. But as I said, I've done it before, and for a short distance, it's not that big of an issue. We'll go in, put on the bunny suits, and then have a little look around the village or the town. Sound good? Or any questions?
No, I'm good with that. I like to have a plan, and Freddie usually make really good plans.
Yep, that he does.
You not know me very well. Okay. Okay.
Well, apparently, even having chopped your arm off was part of your plan. And if you,
Yeah, about that. Maybe after this adventure, I'll tell you a little bit about the story behind that. But yeah, okay. So let's go to the Long's clothing over here. Grab something that can be relatively warm. Pick up some water, some food, canned food or whatever from the Super Duper Mart. And then I'll drop off my armor over in the Golden Wattle. And then we will begin our shadow walk.
You're going to drop your armor off where?
At the... You haven't been there, have you? Well, it's a good plan for you. It's another base that we have in a different zone. I'll take you there and you can have a look.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, we do all that, Logan? Question mark?
Okay, so you guys go out and over to Long's Clothing, and you get the best cold weather gear that 1950s random small store has to offer.
Just whatever, yeah, something decent.
Yeah, it should keep you alive for a couple hours at least.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got a trench coat, so I'm good. So.
Well, he's wanting to get you dressed up more than just a trench coat. Apparently, when he says kind of Arctic, he means North Pole Arctic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're getting gloves and hats. Okay.
Yeah, he seems to be stocking up on stuff, and and then you got all these big brown paper packages wrapped in twine and stuff, and you lug them out of there. And then you guys go where, Freddie?
Super Duper Mart, grab some bottled water.
They have frozen food. It's already frozen, so you won't have to worry about freezing in the Arctic.
and the thing about bottled water is if the water freezes in the container,
They don't have bottled water in the 50s, dude.
Okay, then we'll buy some bottles, empty the bottles, and fill them up with water.
All right.
Canteen.
Bleach. That'll work, yeah.
Yep. In a canteen, that'll work. Yeah.
They don't have any canteens here. So, you buy some random products and then dump them out and go rinse them out and stuff and at the bed and breakfast and fill them up with tap water.
Do not fill them up.
Why?
Take a card. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
Leave considerable space for expansion. Yeah.
Yeah. I add to my twine collection. I got a good sized ball now.
Okay. Well, keep. Yeah, that's true. As long as you've taken it out of the zone, then it,
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So you've got water, you've got food, you've got Arctic clothing. What's next step?
Okay. Next, I will.
Anybody? Hang on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have this insight card. Any magic users here want it?
Oh.
You never use your spells, Freddie. Let Jeff have it.
Oh. Yeah, Jeff, do you want it? I mean, I would like it, but I know that you need to work on your stuff. So.
What stuff would I be working on with that?
It would be the pocketry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, my sword, which I should probably try to hide right now anyway. So yeah, that might be helpful.
Yeah, give it to Jeff.
All right, and do you want anything back? What should I give him back?
Whatever you want. You have to give him something back.
Let's see.
No, I didn't mean to steal it. I clicked in the wrong place. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to steal your card.
Pain in the ass.
Oh, I need to pocket my sword actually because I have it out.
Everybody begins shoving swords up their old keisters and shit. Let's see, simple pocket.
Well, just for that, I'll give you this card.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Jeff, here's a new spell for you to copy paste into your spells, assuming you're playing the insight on the pocket tree.
Yep, that's the only tree I have, so.
There you go.
All right. Glad we got that out of the way. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
All right.
No, it worked out
Also,
really good.
while
Thank you.
Logan, I probably should have said this. If you want me to, I can re-roll everything. But I want to teach Push the soul trick. I made all the rolls. Do you want me just to do the teaching roll? Just
Yeah.
to finish it off?
You're trying to teach it to Marcus?
Push, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't call him Push. I call him Marcus, or I call him P, or P Diddy, or Big
Not
Papa.
License not P. Diddy, okay?
Big Papa.
All right, Push, you now have the soul trick power or spell.
It's a spell? Okay, so
it's a spell.
open up your spells and
Yeah, put it on the spells.
Hold on, I
Yeah.
will get you the big copy paste thing here. Here it comes. Are you already done copy pasting yours, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm just filling in the rest of the information.
There you go.
oh wow, that's another
Yeah, that's a lot,
It's
yeah.
a monster, yeah. And also, when you're done with that, I am going to copy paste some general information for both of you two that is other limitations for this entire spell tree. So let me know when you're done copy pasting that.
The tree is a bit of a pain, yeah.
It is. Well, because I have clever players, so I have to fucking rules lawyer the tree as opposed to you can hide a sword. Because the players will be like, I want to put a bow up my ass. That's a different spell. I want to.
Damn it!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you got all that copy pasted, Marcus?
Yeah.
Here's
Yep.
the thing for both of you here. I'm going to roll some random shit to separate the two so it's easier to figure out. Okay, here's the other random shit for both of you that goes for the entire tree.
You can put that wherever you want.
As long as you remember it. Now,
Is it? Wait a minute. I'm having trouble figuring out where that starts. Is it other notes?
you see where I made the rolls? 17, 22, 92, 40?
Okay,
Right after
yeah.
that. Aha. That's why I did it. So, now with all the spells, the important thing is that before you cast it, you need to have it where you're looking at it and you know exactly what it does. You need to know the spell better than I do, because if I go, hey, what's the magic point cost on that? Or hey, does that? And I come up with a question and you don't know, the spell is going to fail. Because if you hold up the game going, I don't know, let me call up my extensive notes. No, you got to fucking know your spell. Otherwise, some people don't even cast spells like Yana and stuff because she doesn't want to deal with all this bullshit. So she just doesn't do spells.
I will be a light spellcaster probably.
You say that now, but honestly, once you get the spells, once you grok the spells, that's not that bad. And some of them make life much better.
That's I was in the same position as you when I started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, now you're the spellmaster. I got you.
Moderately good stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
So does Push, you don't use swords, but if you ever did, you can pocket that one.
I was gonna say,
Otherwise-
if I was P, I would start carrying a sword around just to, like, it could be a short sword, doesn't have to be a long sword, just Roman gladius type short sword, and just fucking try pocketing it constantly until you get checks in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I don't know if I go for a Roman gladius, they were extremely heavy.
Yeah, but they're short, which is good. But
Still have to or something a little one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the sword trick leads to like either other weapons or eventually you get up to Santa Claus bag where it's like I just start pulling out random shit. You know, I've become my own bag of holding.
Yeah.
But I don't ever recommend putting anything like I got this new cool magic sword. You go into an anti-magic zone, it kills all your fucking pocketed shit. It's just gone. Well, fuck me, right? No saving throws, just gone.
All right.
So it's a great backup weapon thing.
Okay. Then we will go and jump over to the golden water.
Excellent. Do your luck roll for the golden waddle. It's a pretty easy, straightforward roll. No problem. You guys go in there, and you're in this well-lit by candlelight basement. It's got like all these giant tallow candles and stuff, and there's these guys with these ridiculous hats that look like there's candles on them, which somebody's made surprisingly penis-shaped. It's like somebody said, we need candles, but I want to make them look like cocks instead. And then they've got like gems and stuff around them to represent the flame. And they've got badges that are surprisingly penis shaped and stuff. And they're doing weird chanting and stuff like that. And Freddy goes over and he takes off his cow armor and he moves this rock, which has been painted green for reasons he can't figure out, from in front of the safe door so that he can open it. And it's like a big impressive door and stuff. And then he tosses it in there. And there's all kinds of other shit that's just tossed in there like a dragon horde because the PCs have no organization or separate boxes or anything. They just put it in a pile so they can sleep on it between adventures. And then he pushes the door closed and then pushes the green rock back in front.
Not done yet.
Oh, sorry.
While I'm here, I want to have a quick look at what kind of a look we would need to get to.
Give me a lock lore roll.
Yes.
Okay. Can I put my those 5 hard drives in there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put the 5 hard drives in there.
Freddie, show them how to make notes on the storage.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Click on the journal tab in Roll20, where your character sheet is, and all that. And then let me know when you're there.
Okay.
Scroll down to zones/storage.
Yep.
Go to Gothic. This is where we are right now.
Okay.
And then the golden wattle basement. And then click on that link.
Gotcha.
And then confirm when it.
Yeah, but this is something Marcus should learn too.
Yeah. And then just add your stuff right at the end.
You can see how much shit is in here. Deluxe scuba gear laying around, shit like that.
Oh, I've already been poking around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I made the lock roll.
Actually, the one on scuba gear should be 0 because then in the notes they put, sorry, we moved it from here. Well, fucking...
No. I
What?
moved it from the original storage unit to
Oh,
here.
carry on.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if they know what they're doing. That's the problem.
That's fine.
I know you fucking know what you're doing. That's not my concern. But so yeah, you can see that they've got a lot of shit in here.
This is just one of the storage units.
I like that. Stolen from Best Buy in Shermer. Expensive. Yeah, and then in notes, be sure to put in what it does.
Any notes that you want to add onto it.
Well,
And,
be sure to add notes onto it, even if you don't want to, because somebody else may take it and go, oh, I'm going to play with these hard drives. And if Logan goes, I don't know what the hard drives are, then they're just broken.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's anything else you want to add or leave here, feel free.
Yeah.
If they contain data you want to keep, you might want to note that.
Yeah, he's got it. Cool. But Yeah, as you can see, the PCs. This is just one of their many storage things. They like to accumulate. It makes them feel good to accumulate stuff. Like they'll actually be prepared at some point for something. But this is usually what we call a lie. So they just accumulate it, leave it here, and move on. Because they're
I
dragons.
figure if it's in a mutually accessible storage unit, so I can get my hands on it, then
Oh, yeah.
it was meant to share.
Absolutely. Well, that's one of the things that baffles me is like there's a lot of cool magic doohickeys and stuff like that. And for experienced guys, they may have moved on like 2 to 3 different weapons later. But for a new guy, it's like, here's a sword, does 1 bump up in damage. And the new guy's like, fuck yeah. They don't do that. It goes in here. All of our loot goes in here. We sleep on it. Sleep on it. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Freddie.
What's up?
Is this zone stronger in magic than the one we were just in?
It's about equal unless something's changed.
Okay, I'm just curious when I should try to hide my sword, because I've had difficulty trying that and it hasn't worked yet. So
Try it now. Have a pop.
He takes you off to one of the various private rooms. There are private rooms. Somewhere there's even a map of this place, but the players have not published it on their
There we have.
in the storage thing or wherever.
It's not in the storage. No.
No, that'd be a handy place for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I'll do that later.
Aha! Look at Logan with his fucking organization shit. As long as I don't have to do it, I'm fine.
Yeah, there is a map to this basement area.
Ooh, expensive laptops. I might have to grab one of those to work with the hard drives at some point.
Yeah, I'm kind of saving those for a project in a few days, but
By saving those, he means that if he turns up and there's a 0 there, he's gonna lose his fucking mind, which would be awesome. That'll make me very happy if the PC's fucking just some guy came in and went 10 laptops, score, and just wanted no reason, just moved them somewhere else into a different zone.
all right. So is it still ×3 here?
You have no idea. Nobody's tried casting anything yet.
Well, I mean, Mr. Wallace is trying it, isn't he?
Oh,
Yep,
Mr. Wallace, you cast a spell? Roll willpower ×3.
Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Wallace attempts to force a turd out of his nose.
Yeah.
It
Keep
shows.
trying until you
Fumble. Yeah.
just keep trying with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try until you fumble. There it is. Okay, here comes the fumble card.
That was only a ×1. I did that was a mistake.
It's
but
still a fumble anyway.
Fumble won't make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always hit the ×5 button or ×3. In this case, ×3 button to prevent math. But we know 98 is still a fumble. So roll a d6 and then a different d6 for hit points, seconds, magic points. You take 2 points of damage and lose 2 additional magic points. Well, 2 magic points.
Okay.
He goes,
Don't worry, I'll
"Ah,
catch you up.
I'm bleeding. My
You
nose.
can keep trying.
There's
You
poop
can
coming
keep
out
trying,
of
by
my
the way.
nose.
Okay. I'll use the ×3 button this time.
Okay.
Keep
Cool.
trying.
Nope.
Those hard drives look like a score, Mr. Wallace.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now I can cast a spell, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And take a check on willpower as well.
Yep. That's a good reason to be a spellcaster there in a zone like this, because anytime you try for a ×3 or less, if GM is asked for a ×3 or less, and you succeed, you get a check in willpower. So now you get a check in willpower, and you get to try to cast your spell. So your willpower may actually go up because you had poop coming out of your nose.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. So that uses half of the magic points,
Yeah, let me,
Okay.
because you,
plus the 2 you lost before.
plus the 2 you lost, so I think you're done, but let me actually try and,
You're done.
let me juice you up a little bit, so you can actually put that thing away for now.
That
So
sounds
you have another-
alarming that he's juicing you.
Yeah. I feel like a Smurf already.
You're getting 6 back. As Freddy just kind of walks over you, and you can feel like your magic reserves replenish as
All right.
he's like waving his arms around you.
Yeah, I actually have one more than I normally do. Woohoo!
Well, you can't go above your max. So
Oh, okay.
So now you can try more willpower rolls and see if you can make your head explode.
Working on that. Let's see.
Now, are you wanting to try making your head explode while he's trying to make his head explode, Marcus?
Sure, I'm still trying to figure out how to use my spell though, so I'm not about to.
Good man.
Oh, you're still reading it. Good.
Well,
Yep,
do
good man.
you have a sword?
I do not.
There's your problem.
I didn't put it in the stash there either.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Oh,
did it.
yeah.
I did
take
it.
a check. Take a check. Cool. You put your sword up the old chocolate whizzway and it's gone. Poof. You basically it's like the movie The Highlander when they're always stashing their swords and shit and pulling them out. Although I did see a fucking blooper reel that was fucking funny as shit because he goes, haha, and he reaches into his coat and then it shows like an extra, like he takes his hand out and takes the sword from an extra and then hides it. And then they resume and he goes, haha. I was like, oh, that's fucking beautiful. Okay, cool. So you're ready to continue on.
Yes. While we're here, let me just introduce you to the manager so that if you ever come back, you have at least someone to contact and liaison with. So I'll go and take them up to Banff to introduce them.
Let me
And
see if
then
I can find her picture.
Did I get carried away with my cutting out the pieces in between when I was doing the copy and paste? Because I'm having trouble finding the magic points for casting the sword trick.
It is
6.
6.
Thank you.
Constantine.
It's a young Asian woman, possibly Chinese heritage, whose picture seems to be hiding currently from me. She looks fairly harried and stuff, like she's got a big job and is busy, but she does take the time to meet and greet with you guys. She seems polite, but distant and aloof.
Hello, Banff. This is Mr. Wallace. and
Mr.
Pish.
Wallace?
Yes.
Pish, she says.
They are new to the everything. Just wanted to introduce you to them and them
Pleasure
to
to meet
you.
you.
A pleasure, she says. Yes, anytime that you're here, did you tell them about the Harlequins?
We just got here. I wanted to introduce you.
All right.
But no.
Be sure to tell them about the Harlequins. Please don't let Freddie light any fires or try to cook anything, she tells you to. But drinks and food, as long as you're not going crazy or completely on the house here. Also, there's places to stay underneath. Be sure to show them the special kitchen. We try to keep the Doras away from our regular clientele because you guys are dressed oddly for this area, and we serve a lot of rich clients here. We don't want to, yeah. She is dressed pretty fucking immaculately. Like, I run a high-end club type dress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Banff.
Of
we
course.
Oh,
won't
good.
keep
I'm
you
wearing a
much
three-piece suit. I don't feel overdressed.
longer. We won't keep you much longer. Thank you, Banff.
She hurries off.
I'll show them to our little kitchen area.
Okay. It's comfortable. It's close to the kitchens. It's like a small private dining room that's close to the kitchens. It's the place where like employees eat and stuff like that, like a break room type thing, except more homely. And it always smells good in here. It's a pretty simple setup. So.
Oh, welcome. Tarots.
Right. Oh.
Tarot.
All right, let me give you the tarot cards, and then I must AFK for a Call of Nature for Jeff, who hasn't been here before. There you go. We're back.
Okay. Yeah, there was something about tarot cards my very first session that I got, but I don't know what they were or anything.
Oh,
I
long story short, once you assemble a full deck, each card has its own special magical property that when you tear in half or activate. Right now, we're just busy collecting a bunch of them. We already have one deck ready to go, but we want to first fix the magic that's kind of been disrupted in the universe before we go and activate the deck. So we're just in the middle of collecting the cards for now.
Okay.
So
So
if
I
you
now
want
have a 7 of Cups and a 9 of Swords.
7 of Cups, okay. If you want to just hand them to me, and I'll put them in our storage, and I'll make sure that those go back to you if we ever activate the deck.
Okay.
Cool. So what was it? 7 of Swords?
7 of Cups, 9 of Swords.
7 of Cups, 9 of Swords.
If you look on the board, well, I don't know if you can see them, but he's got pictures of them posted for me. So.
I'm a little unclear on the conditions under which a person or a player gets tarot cards. Is that the first time in a new zone?
Exactly.
Okay, so I should be pulling a couple too then.
Yeah, we'll wait for Logan to pull them for you, because I don't think you're able to manually. So.
No.
Yeah, we'll wait for Logan.
That's over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Golden Wattle is being watched by some basically harlequins that have been sent by an unknown person, and they're looking for the quote-unquote overthruster, which Joshua McKay is in possession of, but they believe that some of us may know where it is or have it, so they've basically positioned harlequins all over the zone and even in other zones, and they will potentially attack or harass you if they see you. If they don't know you, they may just leave you alone, but if you're seen with someone like me, they may immediately associate you as someone who may have information on where the overthruster is, or they may have it, or you may have it. So generally, if you are leaving the Golden Wattle, do so stealthily and avoid being seen by them. They're not easy to see either. They're like, if you look at them, sometimes they're kind of there, but at the same time not there. They have this weird magical nature to them. Makes them very difficult to see. But once you see them, you see them. So that's kind of the deal with them. They are quite dangerous. And by quite, I mean very dangerous. Try not to fight them unless you're with someone who is very good at combat. They're also very fast. So outrunning them is also not easy. If you do end up fighting them, if you deal enough damage to them, they will back away and kind of run off. So you don't even need to kill them, but you do need to damage them a decent amount for them to fuck off. Also, they will generally kind of hold out their hand expectantly, as if to have you give them something. If you give them something small and round, like baseball sized, they might also leave you alone because they don't know what the overthruster necessarily looks like.
Yeah, I got an overthruster right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the brightest bunch. So you may be able to even... Someone actually gave them a bear claw and they fucked off. So anything hand-sized might get them to leave you alone.
I'll keep my ball of twine handy just for that purpose.
Yeah. So, but best case, try to avoid them, if possible.
I would like to point out that the tarot cards that Mr. Wallace got are oddly fucking prophetic as to the mission.
Oh, by the way, push also needs some.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Here you go for P Daddy.
Oh, sweet.
Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands. Did you tell him what the cards are for?
Yes, you did.
Cool.
Okay. Ahem. All right, now we begin the long, arduous 2-day walk, which we're not going to do here. We're going to do in Beastkin, because it's a bit safer there. And then we will see where we end up. So, have either of you shadow walked before? I believe you have, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So you know the drill. Unfortunately, this will be on foot, since I don't want to take horses with us, because they'll freeze to death.
Oh.
So it'll be a longer journey on foot. But we have enough water and food to last us the 2 days. So Logan and I will jump us over to the bomb shelter in Beachkin.
Okay. After going out, the alarm gets sounded. Rhino-headed guards grab you guys, look at you, and go, "You're not Joshua McKay." And 4 guards come running up, and they keep an eye on Freddy. And they walk with him, just staring at him and shit, as you guys slowly go out through the large, elaborate inner courtyards and stuff of the embassy. You notice that some of the people actually kind of nod carefully at you guys, like, okay, and that's Freddy. He only got 1 guy killed last time he was working stuff, So yeah, apparently you're being blamed for that fucking death, Freddy.
Even though I signed it, okay. Fine.
I'm just telling you what they're saying.
I know.
You can go and argue with the random people.
No, we have stuff to do. So we begin our 2-day journey, Logan. Do you want me to roll the shadow walk?
Oh, somebody discarded a residual self-image? Oh.
Yeah.
Certainly. You guys begin a long now, are you doing directed shadow walk, or do you hope that the art... Oh.
Directed shadow walk. I'm not an idiot, Logan. Even though I act like one sometimes. Most of the time. All the time. Okay, there we go.
Cool. When he said cold, he was understating it. You exhale and just fucking, it's almost like ice cubes falling. It is fucking cold. It's as cold as if you were in Canada. Maybe that bad. You guys are trudging through knee-deep snow after a couple of days of slowly getting worse and worse and worse weather. And it's constantly snowing here, and there's evergreens. And Freddy, give me a direction sense roll to take them to the right place, since you have neither map nor compass.
This is directed shadow walk.
Yes, you're within a mile or 2 of it now.
What? You said a couple blocks before.
Could be a couple blocks. Yeah, you're hoping you get the right place.
Okay, fine.
Well, if you read it carefully, it says anywhere from a couple blocks to a couple miles. What do you mean, can you play duplicates? I'm not following that. Yeah, do you want me here? I'll copy paste the exact thing for you.
I have 2 of the same card.
Which card?
Skill +5.
You can only play 1 per action, so you get 2 different actions at +5 if you want.
Yeah. Given your cards, I would drop on the skill 5s.
Copy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Here's the exact wording, Freddy, because I fucking looked it up just for this mission, bitches. Yeah!
Okay. That's a bit shit, but okay.
Dude, I just copy-pasted it. Within a few miles is really good.
I made the direction sense with it.
All right. He takes you over to, it looks like sticking out of what, it's like a mountain range, like of cliffs and stuff, and sticking out of it, kind of hard to see, partially hidden by trees and stuff. It looks like a pretty normal, ordinary shipping container. The weird thing is that somebody has put a fucking new lock on it.
That's fine. I'll just take a look.
No. Right. Give me your -10. God damn, it's cold, and you got to fucking pull off your gloves to do this, and your fingers immediately be going, I'm going to get frostbite and take your remaining hand.
It's fine, I open the lock.
Yeah, fuck your lock. And you guys head inside, and as you are walking into the shipping container, hold on a second, let me get this thing. The door is really hard to open. Freddie, give me a simple strength roll full to just wrench it open by hooking your hook into one of the bolt holes and ripping it open, because it's,
Yoink.
Right. He fucking yoinks it open like, like a normal inner door of any house. And it just... you see a distant flickering light, small light down the tunnel. As you guys are walking forward, everybody give me a essence roll. Mash the ×5 button. Lower is better.
No, only by 5.
Okay. Cool. ×3. Take a check in essence, Mr. Wallace.
Whoops,
I need that.
Right.
5.
Yeah, you mash the ×5. Right. You face plant because you're like just feeling really like, you kind of get that weird wave of dizziness, and you face plant. And Freddie just kind of hooks you with his hook and just continues dragging you forward.
I'll grab the other arm just in case. So.
Okay. What you feel, Mr. Wallace, is as you're walking forward, you feel as though the ground is getting closer to you at every step. Like possibly you're shrinking. Fortunately, you were warned of this, but you're thinking if you weren't, it would be scary as fuck. It's like, am I sinking into the ground? No.
Well, wait, before we go right through,
I'm melting.
Where are the bunny suits?
You're not to that part yet.
Okay, not there. Okay, that's fine.
Eventually, you get to a internal door, which opens easily without squeaking, and that takes you into a shipping container with lots of holes in it, and then there's black mesh over the holes. And when you step into it, it looks like it's a shipping container. Automatic fluorescent lights flicker on.